the Pisces. Cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi Aquarius, welcome to your June 2019 reading with me. This month I wanted to take out some of my oracle cards to incorporate some additional messages for the month of June. So June is a combination of Cancer, Gemini and Cancer energy. So the first half of the month is going to be that Gemini energy, which is an air energy, Aquarius. You're an air sign. So I think this is going to be kind of familiar energy for you as far as intellect and, mental health, things like that. And then at the end of the month, we are going to be moving into Cancer season. So for you, Aquarius, Gemini is your 6th house. Wait, no, that's not right. Gemini is your 5th house. Cancer is your 6th house. So Gemini does represent that very creative, pleasurable, soulmate, even romantic energy. So I think this is more of a pleasant time for you, hopefully. Anyways, Geminis are the twins of the zodiac, so I like to take out my Indigo Angel deck and my Wisdom of the House of Night deck to kind of get light versus dark messages. So the Indigo Angel deck, which I'm going to love using for you, it gives me an air sign vibe, this deck, and I don't use it very much, but to me, the light and the dark is basically seen and unseen energy. So something you're aware of here, something that you can kind of see for yourself in the month of June. And then, of course, we want to look into the subconscious and see what's being hidden, what you don't have awareness of, something that's a bit more mysterious. So let's go ahead and get you a message from the Indigo Angel deck. I already shuffled, Aquarius. And I actually, I planned on doing your video about an hour ago, but then some things kind of happened in between videos. So now, after shuffling, the cards have kind of set like this for about an hour or so, and now I'm coming back to do your video. What is the message for Aquarius for June? Oh my god, that's so cool. Bottom of the deck, self-reflection. Just like Cancer and Gemini received. I'm pretty sure both Cancer and Gemini received the self-reflection card in some way. So far, I have about 3 more videos to do. Capricorn, I have 4 videos. So I'm not sure if Aries or Pisces or Taurus will get this energy. I'm not sure. They may also get the self-reflection card. But what came out for you, Aquarius, is Make a Wish. Wow, and you guys are the star card in tarot, so it's like there's already that wish energy that's attached to you. And this is what you're aware of too. So some of you are aware of some sort of wish. We're going to read from the book to get more messages about this, but I love this. I love this hopeful energy. Very star card, kind of. All right, let's see what's coming out in this deck. What is the message for Aquarius for June 2019? Wow, and we have Belonging. That's my favorite card. And well, it's one of my favorite cards. Bottom of the deck is Grove. This is a very healing energy for your bottom of the deck. So there is something here potentially about, there might even be an apology with this card because this is talking all about healing. Let's see here. Alright, Aquarius, I'm just going to pause real quick here just for a moment because there's a little bit of a distraction, a personal distraction outside the window for me. I'm just seeing here the underlying energy. Alright, hello, sorry. My camera just shut off right after that distraction. So I'm not really sure what happened there, Aquarius. Everything's a sign though. I really hope my computer doesn't die again, but I made sure it's plugged in. So I don't know if some of you guys are feeling a little bit, restless, like, obviously someone here may need to recharge or something like that, or restart. So just make sure you're getting enough rest, because there's something here about, an empty battery or running on E, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you guys got the Belonging card that came out. Underneath is the Grove. I was mentioning that this is a healing energy. It brings up heartbreak and apologies, and that's the underlying energy here for the Belonging. And I just seen that there was a home here. There's a big old home on this card, so there might be some healing that's taking place in a home environment, or this is simply talking about belonging in a place of forgiveness, you know, healing. And it looks like you're doing some self-reflecting on this healing that may or may not have to do with the home environment. This is really my home environment card. Okay. So let's go ahead and read from the book Aquarius to see the additional messages here. We have Make a Wish for the Indigo Angel deck message. Make a wish, and this is on page 30. It says, wow, what do you desire most? What do you most desire? And that reminds me of the show Lucifer. If any of you guys watch that on Netflix, he always asks people, what do you desire? And he's the devil, so you have to tell him the truth when he asks you that. And so you're being asked that, Aquarius, what do you most desire? What does your soul long for? This card asks you to get in touch with your deepest wishes and send them to heaven or the universe, whatever you believe in, instead of deciding that they're not possible. The angels call upon you to use your indigo power of attraction to create good in your life rather than hiding it under a pile of doubt. This is an exciting card because it means you're close to what you desire. You just need to exert a bit of your energetic effort to help create it in your life. When you receive a message like this, it's normal for uncertainty or fear to arise. You just take a deep breath and allow exhalation to release the lower energy from you. Have a silent conversation with your angels in which you share with them exactly what you desire in life. One of two things will happen always. You'll get your wish, one, or two, you'll be shown a better, more suitable answer. So this is a pretty powerful card. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too much trying to read it. This is about what you desire, Aquarius, what you're longing for in June. And since this is coming up in the light position, you could be wishing for that. Since this is coming up in the light position, though, you're probably aware of this. You may not know it, which is kind of weird, but there is an indication here that you know what you desire most. You just might not have asked yourself that in a long time. So this is about getting in touch with your deepest wishes and sending them out into the universe. Instead of, having that sort of non-hope energy, that non-optimistic energy, because there is an energy that some of you may be feeling of not possibleness. Like, is this really possible? And Aquarius, you guys are aliens, right? You guys don't have to conform to the same laws that humans do. You are strange and different and unique. That's why you're the star card. So it's very important that you are remaining hopeful in humanity, to say the very least. This is about the power of attraction is mentioned here. It is pretty exciting. It means you're close to what you desire. You just need to exert a little bit more of effort to create it in your life. It's normal for you to be uncertain or fear this wish coming true even. But then it mentions taking a deep breath and allowing that inhale and that exhale to release your lower energy. And you're an air sign, and this is air energy for Gemini season. So it's very important that you're breathing good, okay? Having those silent conversations with your angels, spirit guides, God, the universe, your higher self. And remember, there's only two outcomes here, right? One, that your wish will come true, and two, you'll be shown something even better. So you're probably aware of that, Aquarius. And we have, for the subconscious, what's going on under the surface, we have belonging. So I don't know here, this is your light and your dark here, Aquarius. I like to show them together, because some of you guys are really longing and desiring a home, right? Because I see that here. Some of you belong in this energy. I'm going to let my dog out real quick here. Sorry, Aquarius. I am noticing a little bit of interference in your reading, but that's alright. Yeah, with these two cards, though, someone here there's a wish for a home. And if it's not a home, it's just that feeling of belonging, because home is a feeling, you know what I mean? Like, some of you guys are just really looking up to the universe and wondering where it is that you truly belong. It could be a relationship for some of you, like, who do I belong with? Where do I belong? What is my purpose kind of energy? Very deep energy, Aquarius. Let's look at belonging, because this is a bit more subconscious. This is literally the House of Night card. It's on page 108. And that's why I love this card so much, because this is kind of if this whole deck was represented by a card, I would say that it would be the belonging card. Okay, so this is saying, my dear one, I know you have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Come and enter the house of night, for when you choose this symbol, you have joined us in this community of beauty, friendship, and secrets only shared and known amongst my chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. This symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself and learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose this symbol, know that I, Nyx, goddess of night, have chosen you. So, wow, this brought up community and friendship, which is two very powerful words for you, Aquarius, being the 11th house of the zodiac. You represent community, friendship. And then it's talking about secrets only shared, known amongst the chosen ones. So there's something you've been chosen for, Aquarius. There's something you've been chosen to belong. It could be a group of people. You know, I'm feeling like some sort of spiritual community here. But this is simply about knowing that you're in the right place, right? But you got to chime in the desire for that. So you guys have a desire of knowing this secretly, right? But please know that there's something here about being chosen. You may be chosen for something in June, Aquarius, but I feel this is even a bit deeper than that as well, meaning that you were chosen for something as far as purpose in life, you know, the line of work that you do, whatever it may be, but you're going to know what I mean based off of how deeply belonging it feels. It'll be a very deeply belonging sensation, like you're right where you need to be. And we have the Sun card here showing up, which came up in the Capricorn reading. So let's see here, Aquarius. What are the messages for Aquarius for June 2019? And we're gonna break this down by week. Okay, and look, this is definitely what's meant to be on the bottom of the deck for you. An underlying energy of your happiness, your joy, even children energy, maybe Leo energy. Some of you could be wishing for this, right? For happiness. This is the happiest card you can get, Aquarius. Okay, let's look into the first week of June for Aquarius 2019. Give me one card, Spirit, if you could. Just one solid card. Wow. Ace of Cups, huh? New love. With the Sun card, some of you guys are new parents out there, but this is new love pouring down in. Okay, a new beginning. We got some water sign energy here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this is new love. It could be self-love now. Bottom of the deck, though, is the Five of Wands. So is this new emotion you're feeling, this new feeling, this new love, is it related to some sort of conflict? It could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be anyone, though. In general, I would say this is a message about something new coming in the first week of June. All of you have felt some kind of new emotion. You know, there may have been some crying with the Ace of Cups because of something that needs to change in this. Some of you guys, there might be multiple suitors. I'm seeing a lot of young men here. Or just, it doesn't matter. They're in conflict. They're in competition. Some of you Aquariuses may have competitors. You know, there's people competing for this new beginning with you. And if it's not love, then it's just a new beginning, a new sensation, right? Very new beginning here for sure. It's an ace. And there may be conflict. There may be an underlying energy of competition or conflict with this new beginning. Whether it's love, you have to apply it to whatever was going on at the beginning of June, but there was some conflict. You may be competing for new love, right? There is an energy just for those of you who it is about love, because it's the Ace of Cups. I mean, I think love when I see that card, whatever the form of it may be. Okay, and I just feel like you may feel like you are one of many competitors when it comes to this new love, or someone may feel that way about you. There's just some competition here. All right, let's move into the second week of June, which is where we are now. Give me the second week of June for Aquarius 2019. Just one card for the second week. Look at that. That Five of Wands. That was just at the bottom of the deck. And it could be a specific Cancer. I see Aries and Cancer here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but my cards are showing me certain cards here. And we have a Pisces sneaking out now. Definite water sign energy. And it's about a new beginning. Some of you, it is It's about moving forward. Some of you may have to take a risk involving maybe a car, maybe a Cancer, but it's about moving forward, taking a leap. And for some of you, it may be with a younger fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's a passionate message though, and it's linked to a new beginning, right? There may be some burdens that you have to drop first, but wow, this Five of Wands is very much linked to the Ace of Cups, meaning that the first half of June is kind of, they have something to do with each other. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Bottom of the deck though is the Chariot. So Cancer energy here. There may be conflict with a car. Be very careful of a car accidents. Blessed be. I don't want to speak that on anyone, but you know, with the Five of Wands and the Chariot, there could definitely be you know, a collision of energy. It doesn't have to be in a vehicle. It could be about a vehicle, an argument about a vehicle, but that's just for some of you. It could be Cancer related. This could be Cancer season coming in here, because this is when this time frame right here will be Cancer season coming in. So there might be a specific conflict with a Cancer or a Pisces. You may have to sacrifice a vehicle, you know, in order to get rid of this conflict. What's the third week of June for Aquarius 2019? Just give me one card for the third week of June. Okay, Eight of Swords and Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. Third week of June has two cards, and that's fine. Underlying energy is the Four of Cups. So this at this point in the reading, there may be something here about a missed opportunity. You may be emotionally unavailable. Some of you feel trapped and single. Some of you, I do see someone here who lives on their own. Like it's just this one person, whether it's a man or a woman. I'm feeling more of a female vibe here, but it could easily be a feminine male. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, single woman energy. Okay, but there's also more here. We'll talk about it here in a minute once we get your last card here. But this has something to do with the Four of Cups, your emotional foundation. Right, grounding yourself in what you feel, Aquarius, allowing yourself to feel what you feel regardless of what you or anyone else thinks about those emotions, right? But also just missing an opportunity here because of some of you guys just are single and isolated, okay? So I am feeling the need to tell you guys, if you're interested in this cup here, it's the same cup that's trying to come in. It's the same cup. It might be the same person. There might have been an offer at the beginning of June, a love offer, but there was too much conflict involved with it, so someone decides to just stay single. Someone stays in the house, and they're isolated in their head and their thoughts. They'd rather contemplate, and so you may miss this opportunity and someone feels stuck single here. Okay, Four of Cups. Behind the Four of Cups is the King of Pentacles. It may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man, or it may be even an opportunity about money, because I am seeing Pentacles here. Let's get the last week of June. What is the fourth and final week of June energy for Aquarius? Just one card to represent the energy at the end of the month. And we have the Six of Pentacles coming out, the equal give and take. There is an Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom of your deck for your entire reading. The bottom of your deck, though, entirely is the Judgment card. Pluto energy. Pluto is in Capricorn, which is your 12th house. So you've got a lot of subconscious purging, Aquarius, happening, and it's retrograde. So this tells me that this whole reading has something to do with a second chance. It has something to do with a phone call. You know, this whole month of June may have a little bit of a resurrecting vibe to it, meaning things that you thought were over are suddenly emerging from the grave like zombies. So zombie X is coming back to come out of the woodworks and say, "Hi Aquarius, how's it going? Haven't talked to you in like 4 years or longer, and how you doing?" Sending heart emojis and stuff. Like, it's just stuff from the past. It's a second chance when it comes to lots of stuff. You know, it's Judgment Day. And it could be a specific phone call too. You guys may receive certain phone calls this month from people from your past, or just about opportunities from your past, however that is. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's just take this from the top and try to weave this all together here. So we have all the weeks here. This is your month of June here. Starts out with the Ace of Cups. Specific water sign energy could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that is relevant. But it's a new beginning. For some of you, it's a new child. It's just some kind of energy in the first week of June that made you feel something new. You know what I mean? Sometimes this is the energy that comes out for people who are kind of emotionally closed off for a really long time. But, you know, this is the point where the emotions come out and someone's ready to express this love or this emotion. Okay, it could be self-love too. I don't want to forget to mention that. But there's a new emotion brewing. At least it's coming down from the sky the first week of June. Okay, you can see that. It's being offered to you. You're offering it to someone else. Okay, I don't know if M or W is important to anybody, but I'm just looking at the cup has a W on it and it looks like an M as well. Could be important for some. But my thing is you move into the second week of June, which is where we are now. I'm recording this on June 12th. And it seems that there is some conflict. Be right back. Come on. He's alright. Get up there and lay down right now, Tyson. It's kind of funny. My dog's an Aquarius, and he just returned into the room. Come on, buddy. Come on. Let's go. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, it's June 12th right now, which is the second week of June. We just finished up the first week on the 7th, and that's when I'm considering the second week. So we're headed into the third week, honestly. We're like right here. Okay, this would be the future at this point. I'm not sure when you guys are watching, but anyway, Aquarius, there seems to be some conflict that brews up. Okay, the second week of June is like, I always remember with this card that, you know, if you take a close look, nobody's really hitting each other yet. No one's really colliding. But there is something that needs to change about this situation if you want victory. Because the next card after the Five of Wands will be the Six of Wands. And that's public recognition, admiration, someone admiring you, success, victory, something like that. But we're at the Five of Wands for the second week of June. It's conflict. It's fire sign energy. So this is a temper that someone may have. It may be a fight or something like that some of you may go through. It could be just energetic. I don't want you to take it extremely literal. But there's a Five of Wands energy you guys are going to be experiencing the second week of June. And it just looks like conflict. That's the word I haven't said yet. This is a conflict. Some of you guys are conflicted. And remember, there is something here about these two cards together. Okay? Because the Ace of Cups had an underlying energy of the Five of Wands, telling me that your first week of June, there's an underlying energy of your second week of June that had something to do with how you came into June. Does that make sense? Just because of how these cards came out. Basically, the first half of the month has something to do with each other. Telling me that this Ace of Cups has something to do with this Five of Wands. So it's a new child that causes conflict. It's you know, feelings that a new beginning emotionally, that there's some conflict. There's emotional conflict here. There's love. There's a love quarrel here. And again, there may be multiple competitors. There may be some kind of competition going on energetically. Just basically, there just may be more than one person in the situation who's after someone else, however that applies to you. But just to look at the second week of June alone, I just feel like there is going to be something that needs to change about some kind of conflict somewhere. It may or may not have to do with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or a Cancer. Remember, the Chariot was here. So there just might be some conflict as far as how you move forward, Aquarius. You might be a little conflicted about how to get through this obstacle of conflict. You know, how do I get forward? How do I get past this? How do I move on victoriously from this battle, this little mini battle here? Okay. Third week of June, this is going to be an important week, you guys, because it's the summer solstice happening this week. We have a full moon in Sagittarius this week. And this is going to be the shift from Gemini to Cancer season. And who knows what else? Probably Neptune retrograde happening around then. Now, you had a new moon in your 5th house of Gemini, which is pleasure, romance, children energy, creativity. So that means Sagittarius is your 11th house. Yeah, Sagittarius is your 11th house. You're going to have a full moon there, and that's important because you are the 11th house, Aquarius. So I'm going to have a video for that, all right? So you might want to check that out. But to me, that's just completions when it comes to certain friendships, when it comes to a community. And remember, we have that friendship, community, beauty energy here. I love that for you. Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, single energy, self-sufficiency. Some of you guys are having negative thoughts around being self-sufficient, standing on your own. I mean, both of these women are in similar colored dresses too. They're both orange. So I feel that this is the same when they both have brown hair, you know? I feel like this card came out to validate this. So this is your card. Or, I mean, the Eight of Swords could have been your card. That's the card I saw first. It came out like this. So, I just think there's the negative thoughts here with the Eight of Swords, right? This person feels stuck, trapped. This is even the card of, like, jail energy. This could actually be someone who's in jail and worried. Someone may be in jail in the situation, but this is usually a metaphor for a mental prison. Okay, which is sometimes worse than actual prison. You know, being in a prison inside your head, feeling in the dark about certain things. Like, this woman has no idea what her truth is. She has no idea how to move forward, but it's all in your head, Aquarius. There's something that's all in your head. Be very careful the third week of June not to be consumed with negative thoughts. You know, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You are swords. Aquarius is represented by swords in tarot. What you think, what you say, your mind, communication. So there's something there about that. I feel like this might be about a home environment for some of you, because I'm seeing this little house back there. But I'm telling you, this is about self-sufficiency, independence financially, you know, because this card is all about abundance, beauty. It's the single and independent woman, and someone feels a little bit trapped because of that. Like, they're really worried because they do it all on their own. And it doesn't have to be a female. This is just feminine energy, meaning that there are emotions and nurturing related things. If you're a man watching, there's just something here about maybe a female in your life, or just your own feminine energy. But I guess to just put it in general, there's some negative thoughts the third week of June about being independent, okay, or being single. Some of you, again, feel trapped and single. You live alone, you live in your own house by yourself, and it's starting to become a tomb, it's starting to become a prison, okay? And make sure you're allowing yourself to feel whatever you feel the third week of June, especially with that full moon, because that's what in the Eight of Swords, you know, all that woman has to do is take that blindfold off, allow herself to feel what she feels with that water there at her feet, and she would really release herself from these negative thoughts if she would just move forward. But it's easier said than done, right? I think in this case, needing to move forward is going to cost money for some reason. It's all about reality. It's something very realistic. It's something that you value that's contributing to you feeling stuck, okay? Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. It's almost the same number. It's a 9 and an 8 too. So it's like there's a thought for each pentacle, meaning this is very much about money for some of you. Some of you want to be self-sufficient and independent on your own, but there's this prison, this financial prison. And you know, one more thing here before we move on to the end of June. This combination comes out. This is not the first time I've saw these two cards. And I always mention the gilded cage. You guys might want to research the gilded cage, because basically it's a comfortable prison. There's something, the third week of June, there's something that you might be comfortable with that is actually something that's causing you to isolate, causing you to think negatively, and trapping you. Anything with a locked door, Aquarius, is a prison. Even if your mind has a locked door, if you can't get out of something willingly, whether it's a relationship, a job, some sort of commitment or circumstance, you know, it's still something that's contributing to the smothering energy. It's still binding you, okay? And I just got a glimpse here at this little tiny snail. So I think this has been a very slow process, okay? There may be something here about that. But yeah, I do feel like this is the gilded cage here. where someone's in a comfortable prison, even though the woman who's tied up in the Eight of Swords doesn't look very comfortable to me. She can't even move mentally. You know, keep in mind, this is all inside your mental. Okay? So, you're going to need to be careful of that the third week of June. Try to stay away from people, places, and things that smother you, that trap you, make you think negatively about your worth, your value, your self-sufficiency. End of June, Six of Pentacles. So, yeah, finances are coming up here for you, Aquarius. More specifically, what it is that you're giving away. Making sure that at the end of June, things are of equal opportunity. You could be dealing with Libra or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is also my court and money card. This is, you know, the justice here would be the court, the judge, the jury, the law, something like that. And so, yeah, there may be some kind of financial justice situation where you have to go to court, or there's just some kind of law here related to the money. That's just for some of you. Others of you, this is literally about the equal give and take, okay? You can see that there are two people down here that this person is in charge of giving to, or is being, there's one person being asked something by at least two people, and it's probably money or just something you value. It could just be your time. Keep in mind, pentacles are just something you value. And in this case, it just needs to be 50-50, right? Everything needs to be, it's very important, the end of, you know, and that makes so much sense because it's going to be Cancer season. And Cancer season, again, is your 6th house of lifestyle, job, services, your day-to-day routine, health. That's that 6th house energy with Cancer there. So this could very well be your emotional wealth. You know, what it is that you give away energetically, Aquarius. Whatever it may be, it's just, I think you're gonna be very focused at the end of June about the balance between situations. Job, money, family, home situations. Like, it just needs to be fair moving forward into July. Especially because the third week of June, you're already in this mental prison about finances. You're already thinking negatively about how you're going to maintain this abundance. You know, some of you need to research abundance and what it truly means to have plenty and not be afraid of the loss. But I understand it gets stressful. There's definitely a stress energy here. Maybe even a headache that someone has. And it has absolutely to do with some kind of garden that you've grown all by yourself and how to maintain those pentacles. Okay, let's check out the bottom of your deck to see what's going on under the surface in June. The Judgment, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, something new, something you need coming in. Okay, please keep in mind, the third week of June, there is this energy of something on its way to you. So you have two aces here, okay? Love, money, it's here. But just like I mentioned a little while ago, there is this 10 of Wands that you need. Anything that burdens you, Aquarius, you gotta let it go. It's gonna be crashing down anyway. And look, the next card after the Tower is the Star, which is two cards that go together anyways. Okay, the Star, you can see the numerology up there, the Roman numerals up there. The Star card comes after the Tower card anyways, and if you buy a new tarot deck, you're going to see the Tower and then you're going to see the Star. That's how it goes in order. So this is telling me that there's definitely something here. The underlying energy of your reading is really extensive, if that's the right word to use. So we have this Judgment card, right? The past. Now, with these two cards, I feel like this is about Pluto in your 12th house. You guys might want to research Pluto in your 12th, because Pluto's transit retrograding into Capricorn is all about purging your subconscious. This is a subconscious. This is about all the options you have. You do have some options from the past calling, and that you guys might be a little bit confused about some of these options that are just popping up because they're subconscious. Some of these options may be an illusion. This isn't the illusion card, okay? So be careful, because the past is somewhat an illusion, and I'm a Pisces saying that, and that's kind of weird. But the past isn't the illusion, Aquarius. And therefore, some of these options re-emerging in June are illusions as well. Okay, you may get a phone call with one of these options. I mean, with this card, it's all about just choosing something. You have an abundance of options here. But not every one of these options are going to initiate a positive emotion. So be careful and ask yourself what it is that you want. Take a step back and evaluate this emotional situation, because there's a lot of options here, all different stuff. So pick your poison here. It's like kind of having to take a shot in the dark and just hoping for the best. But I'm telling you, your aim depends on the accuracy of your intentions. And your intentions have a lot to do with your desire this month, Aquarius. You know, I think this is about love for some of you. I do feel that there will be certain people from the past emerging with the Judgment card, phone calls. It's confusing. You're feeling overwhelmed emotionally, and it's triggered by your past. But then we move into the Ace of Pentacles energy, which is definitely there might be something of value in one of these cups, Aquarius. There may be an opportunity in June that is actually a golden opportunity. It's not an illusion. It's not a fantasy. It doesn't overwhelm you. It's gold, and you know it. This is a chance to start very new with a new job. It's something. It's something you value coming down from the sky. It might be a lump sum of money that you need, and that might be what you're having conflict with at the second week of June. And then the Ace of Pentacles is right here. Like, here you go. Maybe this new beginning financially will help you out. You already started it emotionally. Now this is the physical to back it up. A lump sum of money, maybe a promotion. Pretty much the Ace of Pentacles is just something you need coming into your life. And, you know, all of you are going to be needing different things. But I do know that this is going to help you release a burden. This money or this new thing, it could be a car for some of you. Something you value. It's a golden opportunity, and it's going to help you release a burden. It could be an old job for some of you. Okay, but this assistance is going to be really appreciated. It's going to help you release this heavy burden that you've been carrying financially. I do see financial burdens, but there is a new beginning here, a new job, newness happening at your job to where people are moving around, shifting or something like that, and there's more money, more hours for someone here. It's interesting. I just think something's coming in that you need in order to drop this burden. There's a burden that you've been carrying, Aquarius, because you didn't have a certain thing. And now that that certain thing's on its way, this burden is, you're going to feel the lightness of this prison. These negative thoughts, they're going to start vanishing to where you can stand firmly and be self-sufficient because of this new beginning. But we do have the Tower next. So this right here is going to be something that you didn't see coming, Aquarius. We've got the Tower energy. You know, there's a lightning bolt up there. It strikes this tower. It might be a relationship for some of you that ends. It might be a home environment that comes crumbling down. It might be a financial situation. It's just something that was unstable, and it was already shaken anyways, you know. This tower came crumbling down because of one little old lightning bolt. So you don't want to trust the foundation that this was built on anyway. And then we have the star. And whenever the star comes up anywhere near the tower, it's telling you that this is actually destined. Please don't lose hope during this shakeup, during this ending, because it's absolutely cosmic. It's divine. It's destined. You know, it's a renewal. Sometimes old foundations have to fall apart so that new foundations of inspiration and hope can be built in its place. We do have the Seven of Swords here, though, which is a hint of someone trying to get away with something. Deception. In this case, I think there's deception, lying, cheating, stealing, hidden agenda linked to the Four of Pentacles, which is something you're hanging on to deception. In this case, hanging on is deception, Aquarius. You want to move on to this victory, right? That was reachable the second week of June too, right? So yes, we have an Aquarius here. Okay, that Seven of Swords may be you, Aquarius. You may have to take on kind of a mischief energy to take back something that's yours, especially after something shocks you. Okay, there is some kind of ending here with the Tower. And it's an ending to a burden, you know what I'm saying? You've basically been carrying around this tower, whatever it is, this relationship, this job, this home environment. It's a burden, and that burden is finally crumbling down because of something new that you need coming in. For some of you, that was very much a financial burden, but some kind of money's coming in to help you. Okay, you got a lot of options though here, Aquarius. This is getting to your underlying energy for June. One of these options are golden though. So just ask yourself what it is that you want to feel. This is definitely about Pluto in your 12th house, though. That is retrograding until September. So your whole reading has something to do with that planet Pluto. This is the card for Pluto. It has something to do with opportunities from the past re-emerging. It has something to do with an awakening, a rebirth. You know, I feel like June is going to be quite a transforming month for you, Aquarius. I really do. And I feel like there's going to be just a second opportunity at financial balance, a second opportunity to end conflict with new love. And there's a second opportunity here at self-sufficiency, okay? To release yourself from this binding prison. I like it, Aquarius. I like the month of June for you. I feel like the second week may be a little bit turbulent. There may be some anger or just conflict amongst friends or something. Maybe with the love department, to where someone feels a little bit single the third week of June, or dealing with negative finances. But at the end, you seem to reach some sort of balanced place where if there was some kind of argument, like both parties feel kind of balanced out. You know, it's fair, it's 50-50, it's equal. So that is what I have for you for June, Aquarius. Thank you guys for listening. If this resonated and you'd like a personal reading, please check my description box for any additional information. If you have any questions, you could always email me too. So don't forget, there is a full moon the third week of June. It's a Sagittarius full moon. I'm going to try to have a video for that. And if I do, hopefully I see you guys in the comments. And if I don't, I will talk to you guys in July. Bye.